have to happen outside of you, you can't control. That the factors you actually, what we call, they can slow you down, they can delay you, but they can never stop you. So don't blame contributing factors as the reason why you're not succeeding, but they cannot stop you. We know they can slow you down, they can delay you, they can also facilitate your success. What actually stops men from succeeding is embedded in us, it's embedded in me, it's embedded in you. So all of us have two factors. What actually make men succeed is also embedded in me, it's embedded in you. So that those two factors embedded in us, one is positive, one is negative. One is a winner, one is a loser. So focus on the positive and the winner. Intentionally ignore. Tell your ignore. No, talk to your neighbor again. Tell your neighbor ignore. Ignore the loser, ignore the negative factors. So the positive factors you need to focus is your faith, is your belief, is your commitment, determination, vitality, fidelity, commitment to follow a process. Of course, these are the commitment to learning. These are the factors you need to focus on. The ones you need to ignore are fear, doubt, anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred. Of course, you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, I am the most important factor. Once you improve, everything will improve. Once you travel within, or you will not stand still on the without. Once you grow, everything will grow. That is why you have been our focus. We have been our major interest, whereby we tend to invest in ourselves every day. And once we become better, everything becomes better. So today, a very important topic we have to share. Why do people fail? So let's discuss that today as a topic. Why do people actually fail? Why do people fail? So there's no part one or part two. So we have a singular cause. And why do business fail? As a top topic. Why do people fail? And why do business fail? We have to discuss that today. Why do businesses fail? Why do businesses fail? So today is 8th of 11, 2024. So why do people fail? Why do business fail? So you're excited about today's class, shall I? So we have some outlines we need to share. We have some outlines we need to share. So discover. So number one outline is a course outline. So we have to see number one, discover the power within you to create wealth. Discover the power within you to create wealth. To create wealth. So you want to be wealthy? There's a power within you already. Number two outline here we have is that it's time to pay attention to your potentials and capacity to learn how. It's time to pay attention. Attention is a currency, so you can pay for it. You use it to pay for things, a universal currency. It's time to pay attention to your potentials. To your potentials and your capacity. And your capacity. Okay? To learn how. To learn how. Okay? So the next outline here we have is growing a learning team. Yeah. Number three, growing a learning team. And the last but not the least outline we have here, activating the power of learn how in yourself and your team. So activating the power to learn how. To learn how. So I think this to learn how, we have to put something like this. To learn how in yourself and your team. So I didn't want to clean this. I don't know, I'll eventually clean it. And your team, okay? And your team. So don't worry, I didn't want to clean this, so but we still have to clean it somehow, but not now. So why do people fail? Why do businesses fail? Discover the power within you to create wealth. It's time to pay attention to your potentials and your capacity to learn how, creating a learning team and activating the power within you, the power to learn how in yourself and your team. If you're excited for today's class, you have written this down and you're ready for the class. Shall I? You are not ready. Shall wait for me. My village people is still here. So it's good that you copy from the right cards, right? So are we on now? And I believe that you will never leave this place the same way you came. I believe that you will leave here more happy, more excited, and getting home empowered. It is well. Okay. So Okay. Okay. So I would like us to write this down. Let's start from the first one. Discover the power within you. Discover the power within you to create wealth. Let's start from there. This the first outline. Discover the power within you to do wealth. So write this down on your notes. Businesses don't fail. People fail. Businesses don't fail, comma. People fail. Businesses don't fail. People actually fail. So when people fail, business has failed. So if people don't fail, business will not fail. Business don't fail, comma, people fail. Full stop. People don't fail, comma. They just don't know enough to produce the results they want. People don't fail, comma. They just don't know enough to produce the result they want. So I said that we start by talking about how to create discover the power within you. So the first power you need to understand is within you is the power of learning, because businesses don't fail, people fail. Full stop. Businesses don't fail, full comma. People fail, full stop. People don't fail, comma. They just don't know enough to produce the success, the results they want. People don't fail, comma. They just don't know enough to produce the results they want. So if you agree with me that if people don't fail, business will never fail. And people that fail are people that don't know enough to create the results they want. So they want the result, they want their business to sell, they want their business to go extra, they want, but they can't produce it, or they fail in managerial, departmental, structural, system, procedure, accounting. So they don't just know how to fix it. So the thing is that businesses don't fail, people fail. Are you with me there? Yes. People don't fail, comma, they just don't know enough to produce the result they want. If you agree with me, shall I? Because if you know, in fact, he that know it and do it does not know. That is what it means. So if you know something, you should be able to do it. So if you know it and don't do it, that means you're not disciplined enough to do it. So the first thing you need to understand is the power that is within you to create the power. It's called the power within you. And that power within you to create wealth is called the power of learning. Write it down. Learning is your superpower. Learning is your superpower. Learning is your superpower. Learning is your superpower. So the power within you to create wealth is the power of learning. So God has put in some power that anybody can learn. So write it down on your note. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. And man's willingness to learn is a man's choice. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. And man's willingness to learn is a man's choice. So we all have capacity to learn, but it's our choice to learn. If you don't make a choice to learn, you can never know anything. Because it's only when you learn that you know. If you don't learn, you don't know. So you must learn. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. And man's willingness to learn is a man's choice. So you must make that choice and decision to learn. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. That means all of us have the gift of learning. But the willingness to learn is your choice and decision. So you must decide to learn. You must decide to learn. A lot of us are very, very funny. Sometimes I look at some actions of people and I just smile because they're not ready yet. If you're looking for money in life, I always tell people this. If you're looking for money in life, please don't ask God for money. Ask God to give you, to make you valuable. They're not valuable. To make you, give you value. Once you are valuable, ask God to give you idea to solve problems. They're not solve problems. Okay, once you solve problem, money will start looking for you. Money is a slave of value. It's not value. Value is a slave of knowledge. So for you to create knowledge, for you to create value, you must know. And knowledge is a slave of learning. They're not learning. And learning is a choice. They're not choice. That is why you can never see a medical doctor. You can never see a medical doctor making money without not passing to a medical school. Yes or yes? You cannot see a lawyer making money legally without not passing to a law school. Cannot even tailors must make the choice to learn how to sew clothes. They have to know how to sew clothes. They must stand up to sew the clothes before they make money. Yes or yes? I talk to people every time. Please, let's us become valuable. Let's ask God. Let's learn to invest in ourselves. They say, forget about learning, forget about valuable. Talk about money. Now money they find you. People always say this thing. They have what they call lottery mindset. What I say they call lottery mindset, coupon mindset. You want money at the expense of learning, so you have to make the choice to learn. You can learn your way out of poverty, learn your way into wealth. You want to have six packs, all you need to learn. Enroll in the gym, learn. Just after some, it will be very painful when you start. In fact, it's very painful. If you quit at that painful state, that means you do what I read in a book by Kanguri. He said that temporary defeat is not a permanent failure. Don't make temporary defeat a permanent failure. Not because you didn't go as planned, you make it to permanent. No, don't make it. Everybody must experience this temporary defeat, Mr. George. Thank you so much. Everyone must experience this temporary defeat. So looking at it today, and you want to learn how to drive a car, it's very weird and challenging at the first time. And even bicycle, even flying a private jet. So you have to learn. So learning is the power within you that God has given to you that will enable you to create the wealth you desire. So if you don't make the choice and decisions and determination to invest in yourself, how then will you know? As far as you don't know, you can never create value. So write this down on your note. Success is not a function of physical energy only, but more of the function of learning. Success is not a function of physical energy only, but more of a function of learning, and anyone can learn. Success is not a function of physical energy only, but more of a function of learning, and anyone can learn, because learning is a superpower. Success is not a function of physical energy only, but more of a function of learning, and anyone can learn, because learning is a superpower. Learning is a superpower. Learning is your superpower. Sorry. Learning is your superpower. Learning is your superpower. So the superpower you have is learning, because learning is your superpower. Success in life is not a function of physical energy only, but more of a function of learning, and anyone can learn, because learning is your superpower. So things are not going the way you want, learn. Things are not, you don't get what you want, learn. So anybody that dodges learning process is actually dodging the process of growth. Like yesterday we talked about that. When someone have a scarcity mindset, poor mindset, he see process and learning as punishment and suffering, because they have this scarcity mindset. And I want to say this to you: effort is a common denominator. Knowledge is a differentiator. So what differentiates a rich man and a poor man is knowledge. The knowledge behind the effort. So if it was by effort, those that push barrow, carry cement, they would have become the most successful people in the world. So it's not about effort. It's not physical effort. It's about mental effort. It's about learning. So because, I said that knowledge, effort is a common denominator. Still write it down. It's good. Repetition, mother of learning too. Write it. Effort is a common denominator. Effort is a common denominator. Knowledge is the differentiator. Effort is a common denominator, and knowledge is the differentiator. Effort is a common denominator. Knowledge is the differentiator. So everybody must make effort, whether you're rich, poor, broke. But what kind of effort are you making? That's the question. What guys your effort? Effort is a common denominator. Knowledge is the differentiator. So I'm talking to entrepreneurs, I'm talking to MDs and CEOs of companies, I'm talking to presidents of organizations, I'm talking to investors. So the kind of effort you need to make is two efforts: mental effort, visionary effort, working with the people effort, communicating effort. That's the kind of, not physical, not more of physical. You are supposed to work on your business, not in your business. So you are supposed to make this kind of effort: visionary effort, thinking effort, communication effort. This is a frequency you need to operate on. So your superpower is learning. So once you make up the mind that anything is not doing well, you can learn your way. So write this down. Right? I love this, so write it down. Don't close the door of learning. Don't close the door of learning by attaching title to your name. Don't close the door of learning by attaching title to your name. Don't close the door of learning by attaching title to your name. Don't close the door of learning by attaching title to your name. I want to do some practical today because I have a doctor with me. Yeah. So, Mama, let me ask a small question to you. Doctor, please don't be offended. 30 years ago, where were you? 30, can you remember 30 years ago? Because 30 years ago, were you a student? Primary school. Thank you. So, before you become a doctor, you are already a creative being that can learn. So you actually learn to become a doctor, right? That means it's possible to also learn to become an architect, become a lawyer. So that means you are not just saying, within your profession, you're a doctor, but when you're out of profession, open your mind, because first and foremost, a creative being who can learn anything. So for you to become a doctor, you actually pass through a process that actually give you the discipline of a medicine and surgery or academic doctor or any of the profession you want to. So that means you can actually learn your way into anything at all, because you are not just a doctor by prayer and fasting. You actually have subjected yourself to a process of primary, secondary, university. You actually learn. That means you can actually learn anything. You can learn to become an investor. You can learn to become a real estate developer. You can learn to become a CEO of a company. You can learn anything at all. In fact, we always do this in almost all our class. When we do upstairs, we ask questions and you just say yes if I learn how. So I want to ask us a question right now. Yes, if I learn how. So yes, if I learn how. So I want to ask a question. So please, I will answer me. Yes, if I learn. Can everybody here become a medical doctor? Let's say it together. Yes, if I learn how. Can you become a lawyer? Let's say it together.
Yes, if I learn how.
Can you become a billionaire?
Yes, if I learn how.
Can you become an architect?
Yes, if I learn how.
Can you make more money every day?
Yes, if I learn how.
So there's nothing that you cannot learn. So the reason why people are stuck, fail in business, they are not open up to learning. That's why people learn. People fail. Why do people fail? Lack of learning. Why do business people fail? Lack of learning. So I'm going to give you so many things you need to learn to make your business succeed. People need to be people they know, they like, and trust. Your business supposed to be visible. If you are failed in marketing, you fail in sales. A good marketing leads to a good sales. Bad marketing leads to bad sales. What is marketing? Visibility. You are visible. Choose a medium to get people to know you. It's not about people. It's not about people you know, but people that knows you. The more people that knows you, that knows your value, the more money you make. So let's write this one down, because I don't want to build the engineer. So because I'm not open to learn. No, you are first before you took a profession to learn. The same thing you can also learn any other thing you want in life. So write this down on your note. I like this one very much. So write down. You can learn your way. You can learn yourself into anything. You can learn yourself into anything, comma. You can learn yourself in comma. And you can also learn yourself out of anything. Out of any behavior, habit, you can learn your way. You can learn your way into anything. And you can also learn your way out of anything. Out of any behavior, comma, habits, comma, out of anything. So you can learn your way. You can learn yourself into anything. You can also learn yourself out of anything. So please, I talked to one of my leaders yesterday, and one of my mentees, I told, she was complaining to me that she makes money, but she finds it difficult to pay herself 10%. I told her, see, I know it's difficult because it's a habit you never formed. So it's very simple that from today, if you cannot do 10%, you can do 1%. Every 1,000 naira you earn, you cannot pay yourself 1,000 naira, no problem. Pay yourself 100 naira. 100 naira is insignificant, even 10 naira. If you go to a gym and you go and see big machines, weight lift and all this, and you're tired, just the first day you just walk around the gym 10 times and go back home. Tomorrow come back again, try it 20 times. Before you know, get yourself around the habit of wealth. Then get yourself around the habit of wealth. There are some habits that when somebody do them, I can tell you for sure the person will fail in life. See, success is predictable. What did I say?
Success is predictable.
Success leaves clues. What did I say? This habit of waking up in the morning to come and sit down and invest in yourself is a habit of wealthy, because knowledge is wealth. Knowledge is royalty. What did I say?
Knowledge is royalty.
So, yes, knowledge is royalty. And before you are found in the presence of knowledge, you must be qualified to be. See, before you become a doctor, you are qualified through a process to be found in the presence of doctors. Before you go associate prof, process has qualified you to be where associate profs are talking. The way we found among the professors, you are qualified through process. So before you are found in the place of billionaires, but that process must qualify you. Before you find the place of a CEO, the process has to qualify you. So you dodging process, looking for shortcuts. Okay, I'm going to cut your life short. So forget about, just submit to learning. Turn on learning. Form daily habit of learning. See, as food is to your body, so is knowledge. Learning is to your mind. So is the word of God to your spirit. So by the time you deny your mind the opportunity to be fed, okay, you're not just denying yourself an opportunity to grow, you also deny yourself opportunity to earn. Because your earning potential determines it is your learning capacity. I'm coming to that very soon. So you know that wealth does not exceed personal development. Right? We have been saying it over time, but right again, wealth does not exceed personal development. Wealth does not and can never exceed personal development. So you have to learn how business works. Wealth does not exceed personal. You have to learn how business works. Write it down on your note. Once money is the focus, patience to learn disappear. Once money is the focus, patience to learn to become disappear. You're supposed to learn to become. Once money is the focus, the patience to learn to become the ultimate version of yourself disappear. Patience to learn disappear. Once you keep money, everybody's interested. Once you put knowledge, only few people will be interested. Once money is the focus, the patience to learn disappear. The patience to learn disappear. Once money is the focus, the patience to learn disappear. Full stop. Write it down. When you put money in front of everyone, everyone is interested. When you put learning, knowledge, few people will be interested. When you put money in front of everyone, everyone is interested. And if you put learning and knowledge, few people will be interested. It's simple. People want change, but they don't want to be changed. That's the problem. People want change, but they don't want to be changed. But the change you actually want is in you. You cannot travel within and remain standard without. You know what happens. So, I said, once money is the focus, the patience to learn disappear. Patience to learn disappear. Once you put money, everyone is interested. Once you put learning and knowledge, few people will be interested. Write this down. Once you show people the glory without the process, it leads to impatience. Once you show people the glory without the process, it leads to impatience. Once you show people the glory of making money, travel around the world, make impact, become significant. Once you show people the glory, without the process, it leads to impatience. They told you become a doctor. That's the glory. But they show you the process. You are patient. Right, jump. You're going to tell them after 6 months, 1 year, 6 months. They show you the process. You are patient. But when you show people the glory without the process, it leads to impatience. And I think one of us said something. I said something, but you have to carry for me again yesterday. And I wrote it down. I would like you to also write it. Ignorant, poor mind. Ignorant, poor-minded people. Ignorant, poor-minded people see discipline and process as punishment and suffering. Write it down. Ignorant, poor-minded people. I saw it from one of my mentees. I was talking. He had to add his own and give it to me yesterday. He said, ignorant, poor-minded people see discipline and process as punishment and suffering. Because they don't understand that process is needed to create what? Ignorant, poor-minded people see discipline and process as punishment and suffering. Come every morning and learn. Okay, must I read book? Okay, the result you have not gotten is in the knowledge you don't know and is in the book. So you have to read. So if you don't want to read, you deny yourself opportunity to growth and experience a new level of abundance. So I said ignorant, poor-minded people see discipline and process as punishment and suffering. For me, I always tell people that discipline is a capacity to use your mind to control your body, to do what you say you will do, whether you feel like it or not. Because discipline is not punishment. But ignorant, poor-minded people see discipline and process as punishment and suffering. Write down. The discipline that comes from the process sustain the success. Please, even though you have not written anything today, write this one down. The discipline that comes from the process sustain the success. The discipline that comes from the process sustain the success. For you to sustain your profession, your career as a doctor, you must pass through the discipline of the process. For you to sustain your career, your profession as an engineer, as a lawyer, as an architect, as a tailor, as a carpenter, as a mechanic, then you must sustain, you must pass through the discipline of the process. Because the discipline that comes from the process sustain the success. You have written that one down, shall I? So for you to mount stages and travel around the world, make impact. So guys, enjoy this process. We are not enslaving you. We are not punishing you. We only show you the process that made us to become, to make money every day, to travel the world, make impact. So you too, enjoy the process. And let me tell you, anyone that doesn't enjoy the process does not sustain the result. Because the wisdom to sustain the result on outcome or manage money is in the process. So once you dodge the process, I told you something, God can never pick anyone from the pit without the process to the pinnacle. The pinnacle of your life is you must pass through the process. Because the children of Israel have to pass from Egypt to the promised land, and they must pass through the wilderness. The wilderness journey is a sure bet. So don't try to cut. All of us, you're looking at me today, all of us learn walking by falling down. A child that's afraid to fall will never walk. So I keep telling you that process, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Then they mix them together. So that you come into the community, we are teaching you how CEOs think, how entrepreneurs, books to read, and you send text and result did not come immediately that you want it. Okay, it is part of the process. See, take your result as your identity, separate it. Know that it simply means different perspective. If you try 9 plus 1, it gives you what? 5 plus 5, it gives you what? 6 plus 4, it gives you what? Sometimes 11 minus 1 give you what? You have to lose something sometimes to get what you want. So the thing is this, you have to sacrifice your time, sacrifice your energy. These are all universal currency. Anything you can spend, save, invest, and waste is a currency. Your time is a currency, energy is a currency, attention is a currency, even your money is a currency. But the thing is this, I would like us to write this down. Your job is to teach. Your job is to teach, train, mentor, and coach your team how to build a business. Your job is to teach, train, mentor, and coach your team on how to build business. Because business ethics is always business ethics, no matter the business. Your job, my job is to teach, train, mentor, and coach my team on how to build a business. Because business ethics is always business ethics, no matter the business. It doesn't matter. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Your business is that you are always time conscious, time to open, time to close. It's the same procedure. Any business, you have time. You must have SOPs, KPIs. You must develop all of them. Your job, say my job is to teach, train, mentor, and coach my team on how to build a business. How to build a business. Because business ethics is always business ethics, no matter the business. That's why if you succeed in the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you succeed in anything, if Dangote go to open refinery as it's opening right now, he will succeed because he has succeeded in cement, succeeded in sugar, succeeded in flour. So anywhere you put him, he will succeed because he has mastered the ethics. But the failure, who they hand over 1 million to him, he fell. Or I can't go church, he will fail. Can't go community, he will fail. He fell everywhere, back to back. So you have to do so many things that you have done before, so you are not a failure. So you must there was a story about Wikipedia. I wanted to play the video for us, but I know because of sound system, maybe one of these days I will find a way and play the video for you. So there was a doctor, 2 doctors who tried to train chimpanzee. It's in Wikipedia in 1973. They tried to train chimpanzee to behave like human being. So they brought in their 3 months son. The 3 months son and with chimpanzee together so that the chimpanzee can learn how to behave like human being. But it didn't take quite long. The child started behaving like chimpanzee because the learning capacity of chimpanzee is not as strong as the learning capacity of human being. So human being learn faster because man's capacity to learn is God's given. So they have to stop the process because the child was behaving like chimpanzee already. So write this down on your notes. Expose your team mind to learning. Expose your mind to learning, and your organization will experience success. Expose the mind of your team to learning. I think that's a better English. Expose the mind of your team to learning. Let me correct it on my notes too. When I read something. Expose the mind of your team to learning. Expose the mind of your team to learning. Expose the mind of your team to learning, and your organization will experience success. Expose the mind of your team to learning, and your organization will experience success. Those days we are hoping that work in oil company, we used to go to Adas Petroleum, Mobile, go to Shell. So sometimes we sneak in and see what is happening there. So we notice that in Port Harcourt those days, we know that most of the oil companies, once or twice in a week, Monday and Friday, if not every day, they organize training for their staffs, department by department. Sometimes they send their staff to courses. One day, when I said the business, I used to go to banks to do presentations to bankers. So most of the time, once or twice in a week, if not every day, bankers resume early, 30 minutes before the time. They have to pray, they have to give some word of information, ginger them, inspire them. Because the fact is that you can only grow to the extent you've learned. Whatever you don't know is bigger than you. And whenever you learn something, for you to say you've learned something, okay, you must be part of the process. You cannot say you want to be a doctor, you're not part of the process. You can't work out. You want to be a carpenter, you're not. So the part of the process, the lowest thing you can do for yourself is to write. Anybody that refuses to write is become a problem. True transformation can never take place. It can be reformed but not transformed. Because when you write, your hand is involved, your eye is involved, your brain is involved, all your body involved. So you are somehow reprogramming your subconscious mind. So your mentor that asks you to write a book and so on is not crazy. He doesn't want to punish you. You understand that for your true change, for you to attract the equivalent on the inside, on the outside, the inside must change, the inside must grow. If you grow within, you can never stand still on the without. So write this down on your notes. If your mindset is to learn, if your mindset is to learn and teach, if your mindset is to learn and teach other people, if your mindset is to learn and teach other people to succeed, it is easier to qualify people. If your mindset is to learn and teach others, it is easier to qualify people in your space. If your mindset is to learn and teach other people about business, it is easier to qualify people in your space. If your mindset is to learn and teach other people how to run a business, how to run a successful business, it is easier to qualify people in your space. If your mindset is to learn and teach people how to run a successful business, it is easier to qualify people in your space. Why we talk about this qualification in your space is because most of us are where we are today because we are keeping wrong people around us. I say, if your mindset is to learn and teach other people about how to run a successful business, it's easier to qualify people in your space. See, I say knowledge is royalty, and before you are found in the place of knowledge, you have to be qualified. Doctors will not just carry you or go to court and you say, I want to be a judge. You go and sit down. They know you must be qualified. So, but your people's mindset is just to make money. They see this business as a poverty alleviation program. This business is not to solve your poverty problem. It's to teach you to become the CEO, MD, the ultimate passion of yourself. So it's just that people don't see it like that. They see it like, let me go and make money. No. Beyond making money, because but I think I need to find a way to end this class, right? Okay, let me see what is happening here. Okay, let me do something here. Write down your notes. Here. Okay, let me do something here. Write down your notes. We are in the business of developing people. We are in the business of developing people, not selling of physical products. We are in the business of developing people, not selling of people's products, not selling of physical products. Therefore, our product is human being. We are in the business of developing people. We are in the business of developing people, human capacity development. We are in the business of developing people, bracket open, human capacity development, not in the business of selling toothpaste and soaps. Let me put it like that. That will make sense. We are in the business of developing people, bracket open, human capacity development, not in the business of selling toothpaste, coffee, and soaps. Therefore, people are your product. We are in the business of developing people, bracket open, human capacity development, not in the business of selling soap, toothpaste, coffee, etc. Therefore, people are our product. So imagine the kind of mindset you have. That you are going out to look for 5 people to bring them and train them. Whatever you have been learning and you are reading and you are applying that works, you teach him. The one they don't love, you see teach them. This one I try, no work. So imagine how the kind of freedom you have. So our business, write it down. Our business is a business of people, trust. Our business is a business of people and trust. So I'll give you next week, Monday, how to build trust. If I say I can touch the topic today a little bit. How to build trust. So our business is built on people and trust. You know why it's business and people and trust? Because people who want to do with people they know, they like and trust. Write it down. People who want to do business with people they know, like and trust. People will always want to do business with people they know, like and trust. People will always want to do business with people they know, like and trust. So people want to always do business with people they know, like, and trust. So if you don't understand your business, you will be struggling in the business because of ignorance. So people want to always do people they know, like, and trust. So let's end this here somewhere here. Write it down. Our mind have the ability to absorb teachings, trainings. Our mind have the ability to absorb teachings and trainings, assimilate and produce results. Our mind has the ability to absorb teachings and trainings, assimilate and produce results. Our mind have the ability and capacity to absorb teachings and trainings, assimilate and produce results. So our mind have the ability to absorb teachings and trainings, assimilate and produce results, produce outcomes, produce results. So by the time you know that my mind can learn anything, I can learn my way out of poverty, I can learn myself into wealth, I can learn myself to running a business, I can learn my way to running a company. So our mind have the ability and capacity to learn, to absorb teachings and trainings, assimilate them and produce results. Let me also shock you. We are actually garbage in, garbage out. There's the first law of wealth called the law of awareness. That law states that you can never desire or seek anything you are not aware of. So one thing the mind wants exposure to incidents. That's why men that say traveling is part of education, they are correct. Because when you travel, you are exposing your mind to the possibilities, because not all possibilities are probable. What will make possibilities probable is because of exposure to learning the skills, how to increase your competence, and learn the character. Say no character. There's some character that can never sustain well. I told you, competence and skill take you to the top. Character sustain you there. So what sustains people is character. So a lot you can attract people, but when they come in bad character, they run away. In fact, I will talk about how to build trust on Monday, and the two things that matters in our community and that matters to you. And this thing I'm telling you, I want you to take a look at this. Okay, let me do it like this so you understand very well. Write it on your note. Money is not in a place. Money is in people. Money is not in a place. Money is in people. Money is not in a place. Money is in people. So this thing I'm telling you, go and make a statistics. Every great man you know are doing people's business. Adeboye, people business. Kumuyi, people business. Yakilomi, people business. Dangote, people business. He do billions of people. So people are their product. They want to get people involved. If the more people get involved in your business, abuse your product services, they are getting money. Elon Musk, people business. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, people business. If more people that subscribe to social media and use it, that's the more money it makes. See, the amount of money I'm telling you now, to build a structure of 5x5, to raise a system and structure around your own business. Because I want to make you understand that when you say, I don't want people, okay, you know what I'm telling you? You don't want money. When you say, I hate people, you know what I'm saying? I hate money. I hate wealth. You cannot have what you hate. So for you to sit down and say, even Church that came, you didn't see him selling soaps, sugar, no. He spent time, there was a day he was teaching that he noticed that people were tired and he kept them for a long time. So let us give them food. They bring fish and loaves. That's why he has so many resources. Now, I always tell us, there's no lack of resources. We have lack of resourceful men. We are not resourceful. You will waste, sabotage, deplete resources around you. So everybody you see is resources. One of my leader, Akanemo, said something yesterday, and I went to my talk about it. He said that he listened to Pastor Salman, and he said that God, he was telling people that I teach, I taught people they come and go. But when God decided to bless me. God brought you on my way and you have decided to stay. I mean, God has blessed me. So definitely, when people stay with you for who you are, for your trust, for your ability, okay, you are wealthy. But people don't stay with you. They don't buy your products. They don't buy your services. They don't buy you. Tell yourself that means you are going to be poor. See, the thing is this: poverty is just the absence of wealth. Poverty is just like light. Darkness is absence of light. Once you remove light, darkness sets in. You don't need fasting and prayer. And the one thing is that poverty is difficult to explain. Tell your neighbor, you will never be poor in life. Tell your neighbor, you will be wealthy in life. Because I'm asking you to tell your neighbor that you are not talking now. Touch yourself, say I'm a success. You now mouth they shout now because by yourself now. You they shout over the roof. But touch yourself again, say I'm a millionaire. Now your neighbor now, you know, we talk and make her hear them very well. So it's fine. So tomorrow, Monday, I'll show you how to build trust, how to make your business, how to make people your business visible, and how you to attract. So today, why do people fail? People don't fail. They don't just know how to succeed. Why do business fail? Businesses don't fail. People actually fail. When people fail, business has failed. But people don't fail. They don't just know how to succeed. Why they don't know? They have not made the choice or decision. They have not decided decision to learn. They not learn. Learning is a superpower. You can learn your way out of anything. You can learn your way into anything you want. So online community, please just know that any place you are having difficulty, it's because there's certain knowledge you have not exposed your mind to. Because nothing is difficult in life. We are simply untrained. If I let's write that one, we close the class today. Write it down. Nothing is difficult in life. Write it. Repeat it 50 times. I know this more than write it. Nothing is difficult in life. We are simply untrained. Nothing is difficult in life. We are simply untrained. A poor man is an untrained wealthy man. Nothing is difficult in life. We are simply untrained. A poor man is an untrained wealthy man. Nothing is difficult in life. Absolutely nothing. We are simply untrained. And a poor man is an untrained wealthy man. So I will tell you by next week. Let me keep it. Someone doesn't go to what they say. So online community, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that's a short mentor will see far. It's better to learn from other people's experience than to learn from your own experience. Because sometimes your own experience is going to be more costly. See you at the top. Happy weekend. Thank God it's Friday. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. And bye-bye for now. For the rest of us, I know most of these things is part of our community slogan. Like I say